the law that protects free speech online may be scrapped. Websites could be sued for what users post. Prepper communities risk being censored or deleted. Welcome to Preppers News. News and global events with a prepper's perspective. This video is narrated with a computer-generated voice because my own is hard to understand due to a long-term injury. Today, we're looking at a major development that could impact how we share and access information online and why it matters for preppers. A new report says U.S. lawmakers are preparing to introduce a bill that could finally change or repeal Section 230, the law that protects websites from being held legally responsible for what users post. Section 230 has been in place since 1996. It's the reason websites like Reddit, YouTube, and even smaller forums can host user content without being sued over every comment or post. It also gives them the ability to moderate content in good faith, removing harmful or illegal material without becoming legally liable for everything they leave up. But now bipartisan support is forming to rewrite or replace it. Some politicians say it allows too much misinformation. Others argue that platforms use it to unfairly censor users. The proposed bill hasn't been made public yet, but sources say it would limit the protection sites currently have. That means platforms could be sued for posts they didn't create, including posts about protests, leaks, or anything the government deems defamatory or dangerous. If Section 230 is weakened or repealed, it could drastically change how preppers share and access information online. Without legal protection, platforms will likely tighten moderation to avoid lawsuits. That means posts about controversial topics, government overreach, political unrest, even disaster scenarios could be removed more aggressively, even if they don't break any laws. Prepper forums, survival groups, and alternative news spaces could be forced to shut down or heavily censor content to stay online. Social media platforms might block anything that could be seen as risky, especially if it criticizes official narratives or includes sensitive information like leaked footage or protest plans. Even large platforms like Reddit or YouTube could crack down harder on prepper-related content, especially if it touches on guns, civil unrest, or self-sufficiency during government failure. For preppers, this is a warning. The ability to communicate freely, share survival knowledge, or organize in a crisis may not be something we can take for granted much longer. The internet has long been one of the last open channels for preppers to share information, build communities, and stay ahead of the curve. But if Section 230 protections are stripped away, that freedom could disappear fast. It might soon be time to start thinking about alternatives. Build your own offline library of prepping resources. Stay connected with local contacts. Look into decentralized platforms or private messaging groups. And be ready for a future where survival knowledge may be harder to find and even harder to share. Let us know in the comments, how do you think this will affect the prepping community? And what are you doing to prepare for a more controlled internet? Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to stay informed. You're watching Preppers News from Preppers Paradigm, news and global events with a prepper's perspective.